Hey everybody, I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. I go by the nickname Ginger. It's not cute, not knowing, and we got so much we're going to start with. Let's all start with our hug because I don't know about you, but with all the videos that I've seen this weekend of people going crazy and not wanting to wear their mask and be rude and belligerent, people don't understand. You wear a mask not only to protect yourself, but to protect others. If you're going to go into somebody's establishment and argue with them and all that damn spit flying all over the place, oh boy, wear the mask. I saw so many videos of just people, the Karens, going crazy, wild, entitled. Stop. Just wear the mask. If you don't want to wear your mask, stay home. Stay home. Stay home. BET Awards. What did you like about the BET Awards? I'm sure BET is going to show it 1,000 times. But if you haven't seen it, you got to see the beginning. You got to watch it from the start. When they came out with Fight to Power, Chuck D, Flavor Flav, Public Enemy, they must have made up. Questlove, Nas, Rhapsody, that whole scene was just incredible. A remix of one of my favorites, Fight to Power. So it started off with a bang. What did you think of Amanda Seales? Did she bring it? The little girl from, she's not a little girl, she's a teenager. From Blackish, Marsai Martin. Why were they trolling her about her hair? I guess she put some color in it. I don't know. She's young. Stop. I don't understand people who are like bullies to like young kids. Beyonce getting the Humanitarian Award and urging people to go vote. Her message was so important because it is important that we take part in that political process. Lizzo winning her first BET Award. Megan Thee Stallion, did she bring the Mad Max or what? John Legend, Alicia Keys, Wayne Brady. I be laughing at the wrong thing. I don't know if that was supposed to be funny. Sometimes I do. I'm bad, Patty. I be laughing at the wrong things. I don't know why. It humored me. Love the song that Alicia Keys did, but one of the main highlights for me was Jennifer Hudson. She sat down to do Young, Gifted, and Black, a hit from Aretha Franklin. Then it went right into the trailer for Respect. Who knew? Who knew we were going to see this trailer? It's coming out in limited release this Christmas. Jennifer Hudson is playing the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. Mary J. Blige playing Dinah Washington. Forrest Whitaker playing the Reverend C.L. Franklin. And Marlon Wayans, as you have never seen him before. He plays the abusive first husband, Ted Price. Last November, Marlon Wayans had swung through town with a comedy show, and he is excited because it's like you've never seen him. You're not going to see goofy, funny Marlon. Nope. He's got that mustache on, and he plays that abusive husband. I think we're going to see a whole new side. But he was like, hope people don't really get mad at me. I said, no, when you make them feel that way, that means that your acting is coming across. But whew, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Jennifer Hudson. I think she is the person to play it. Now, this is what you need to know. There are 2 Aretha Franklin movies coming out. This one with Jennifer Hudson. And then you have another one with Cynthia Erivo, Tony Award winning actress, singer. She can sing, but she's doing an Aretha Franklin movie called Genius. Clive Davis, who helped form Aretha's career, they're doing it for the National Geographic Channel. It's going to be a mini-series. Courtney B. Vance is going to be playing the Reverend C.L. Franklin. But there's not, whereas Jennifer Hudson's Aretha Franklin movie, it's got a lot of star power in it. There's a lot of like newcomers in this Genius project. The Genius project, Aretha Franklin, is dropping this fall on the National Geographic Channel. So it's kind of like the battle between the Aretha Franklin movies. It's going to be interesting. Both of these productions have been pushed back because of COVID, but get ready for the Aretha Franklin movies. Colin Kapernick, we don't know when he's coming to the NFL, but he's coming to Netflix with Ava DuVernay. He's going to be putting together a mini-series based on his life, his teenage years. A young Cap, it's going to be called Colin, Black and White. He was adopted and raised by a white family. His experiences that led him to be the man that you see today. It's going to be a mini-series that's going to be airing, focusing on Colin Kaepernick's teen years on Netflix. I'm sure an NFL team is going to pick him up. Speaking of the NFL, Cam Newton has signed a one-year deal with the New England Patriots. He's stepping in for Tom Brady. It's a one-year deal. Cam is getting like $7.5 million. Cam's got a lot to prove, and he even said it. A lot of people forget the past 5 years have been crazy. Injuries, I think mentally he just couldn't get it together. But he's a Heisman Trophy winner. And his days with the Carolina Panthers, when he led them to the Super Bowl, even though they didn't win, he was the MVP. He was an incredible player. I hope that they're nice to him up in Boston, but he wants to prove that he's that guy and that he's got this great football potential. I think sometimes when you suffer injuries, kind of like gets in the way, but hopefully his head is cleared and he is ready to play. Can't wait to see him. Mary J. Blige, in addition to her acting and singing, she's getting into the wine business, y'all. Mary J. Blige, her wine line is going to be called Sun Goddess. It's being described as bold, crisp, rich wine. Some of her favorites. And she's going to be putting out her own wine line. I don't know why that's like a tongue twister to me. If you're a fan of Broadway musicals, there's no Broadway this year. There won't be any shows. They're going to wait until next year. I don't know if they're waiting on the vaccine, waiting for things to get better, but there will be no, because I really think it's hard. You can't social distance a Broadway show. They'll never, ever make their money. Broadway will return in 2021. Speaking of Broadway shows, Hamilton starts streaming on Disney Plus this Friday. Hamilton, the movie musical. The 2016 cast: Lin-Manuel Miranda, Leslie Odom Jr., Dobby Diggs, Renee Goldsberry. It won all those Tony Awards. It won a Pulitzer Prize if you've never seen it, because the tickets were high. You couldn't get tickets, and you heard all this stuff about Alexander Hamilton. It's the story of him told like a modern way about one of the founding fathers of the U.S. It starts streaming Friday on Disney Plus. Steve Harvey's daughter, Lori. For everyone who says, what does that girl do? She's coming out with a makeup line, and she's raised millions of dollars to launch it. The Lori Harvey beauty line is going to have skincare. It's going to have a cosmetics line that they say she's going to be pushing a lot through Instagram and YouTube and videos with celebrity friends. But Lori Harvey, look for her to enter the beauty business. Let's get back to the BET Awards. Beyonce getting the Humanitarian Award, one of the definite highlights. She looked like a goddess, but really urging people the importance of going out and voting. Now, she's got a new visual album coming out on Disney Plus July 31st. Black is King, her Parkwood Entertainment. This is something that she wrote and produced. It's a whole visual album. It's kind of like a continuation on The Lion King, The Gift, Lessons of The Lion King, which is just absolutely stunning, and we'll have a chance to see it July 31st. Little Blue Ivy, she won a BET Award last night for the song Brown Girls. Real pretty song, really nice chant. It's one of those songs when you hear it, you kind of like keep chanting it like over and over in the head. But it was a big night last night for Beyonce. Basketball is back. They made that big announcement. And this is going to be interesting because they're going to be in a bubble in Orlando. I'm hearing they're going to be wearing these high-tech rings that check your pulse, your breathing, your temperature. They're going to be constantly, and I mean constantly, checked for the coronavirus. So this is going to be interesting, but NBA is back, everybody. First game is July 30th. Once again, John David Washington's movie Tenet has been moved back. Movie theaters aren't ready. New date, August the 12th. This is Denzel's son, Robert Pattinson, in the Christopher Nolan thriller. It looks really good. Mulan. I thought they were going to put that right on Disney Plus. They're determined to try to put it in theaters. The new release date is August 21st. Last week, I was telling you guys about a new Will Smith movie, the slave thriller. And there's a bidding war going on. Will it go to Apple TV or will it go to Warner Brothers? I hope it goes to Warner Brothers only because everybody doesn't have Apple TV. And I think this is going to be one of those films because Will has had some incredible work. But this one right here, it's about a slave who escaped and how he got through what he did with the snakes and the dogs. And at one point, he was beaten so bad. He joined the Union Army when he escaped. So he goes to the doctor to get a physical, the slave Peter. He was beaten so bad that they couldn't believe it. And this is when photography started. So you could like capture the image and people around the world could not believe the brutality that was going on in the South against slaves. This is going to be a real defining movie for Will Smith, and I just hope if it goes to Warner Brothers, it'll be on an even bigger platform. But Apple TV is making a bid. It could go either way. Antoine Fuqua, Training Day, is going to be directing it. I talked about Marlon Wayans. He has signed a deal with HBO Max. He used to do all his stuff with Netflix. He has signed a deal that will not only give him comedy specials, he's going to be working on special shows with Chelsea Handler, with Tracy Morgan, doing his own stand-up and doing scripted shows. They say he's very excited about this deal with HBO Max. Big shakeup on the Tamron Hall show as we went into the weekend. 18 staffers were fired. Tamron is getting ready for, she used to be my intern, that's why I be like Tamron, but I'm going to say Tamron. She's getting into a second season, and they really want to boost it up. Tamron show, in the beginning, Bill Geddes, he was the force behind The View. He made The View, created it. But for some reason, him and Tamron did not get along. They were on a different page. They're saying everybody that got fired from her show were all under his regime. She has a new producer that came from The View. She is getting that show together. She has hired a lot of staffers from the Oprah Winfrey Show to come on board. So I think for the new season of the Tamron Hall show, it's going to have a little different look and a different feel. It's going to be interesting. When are they going to let shows go back to having audiences? I know they're tired of being at home. I know they want to, everybody is doing it. All the late shows, all the daytime talk shows, Kelly Clarkson, Tamron, Kelly and Ryan, all the shows. I know they'll be so glad when they can finally do their thing in front of a studio audience. But Candy Carter, y'all, is the head lady at the Tamron Hall show, and she's making all the changes, and I think you're going to see, some different things. On Friday, I was talking about Kelly Clarkson. She is worried this man going to try to come after her money and tell secrets. Now, you're going to say, what secrets does Kelly Clarkson have? I guess that she could be a diva or maybe meltdowns, but she is determined that soon-to-be ex-husband has to stick to the prenup. It's a lot today. I know, I come in on Mondays with just like, and I had a couple other stories, but we're going to hold them off until tomorrow. It's not cute not knowing. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. If you like the channel, subscribe, tell a friend. If I heart you, that means that I saw your comments because I do read the comments. So if I heart you, you know that she saw it, she saw it, she saw it. So thank you so much. Tell a friend. Entertainment, pop culture, it's not cute not knowing. That's our mantra, and we're sticking to it. Have a great day, everybody, and thanks for joining me.